What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Matcha Guy, aka Balance Kun. Every day, all day, dodge bullets. Coming at y'all with another daily life in the world of balance. So guess what happened today? Ain't nothing like being in Japan and going to a coffee shop or a hole-in-the-wall type of store, and it ain't nothing but Oba-chans and Oji-chans in that bitch, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I love going to like old, raggedy, like it looked like it's about to fall apart shops in Japan where it's like that old school look and that food about to be smangin'. So today I went to this place called AWAI Cafe, and AWAI Cafe is located in Kaizuka. My friend works there, and I guess like her mother's shop kind of thing, and she works there occasionally. But I met her in Guatemala, great friends, amazing person. Anyway, so I goes there. She's not there, but her mother and some friends are. So I'm chilling. I'm like, yo, what's up? And I sat down and they started talking to me because, you know, they're curious. Some foreign dude coming to the shop. Like, why is a foreign dude coming to a coffee shop to eat like homemade biscuits, cakes, and cookies? Like, you know what I'm saying? What? But anyway, they even sell Thai food there too. It's kind of blew my mind. But anyway, going back to the store, I just sat down and talked to him. And man, like, so warm, so cozy, so like inviting. Like they were so easy to talk to. Like they were so curious about me just as much as I was curious about just knowing their life story. We talked about a lot, dude. I can't even remember half the stuff we talked about, but it turned into a like spiritual kind of conversation. And the grandma was like so understanding, dude. Like, and it's because she's in that age where it's all about like the future and being happy and being progressive and like not adding any more regrets to the current life. And she was understanding everything I was saying. And even the mother, you know what I'm saying, was getting me, you know what I'm saying? And we was talking about like the problems of Japan, issues that take place in Japan, and how that lifestyle or that custom or that culture or that manner in Japan is not necessarily healthy for the Japanese people, even though it's part of the culture. And I just kind of felt so at home being able to have this conversation and with a bunch of people that actually understands that this is a problem, right? I know sometimes I try to talk to people in Japan or other foreigners in Japan about Japanese issues or Japan issues, and people, the first thing they say is, well, you're American, you don't know what Japanese people feel. Or you're American, you don't get it. Or of course you feel like that, in order to try to put like American ways of thinking and customs into the Japanese system and try to judge it based on that. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work. Like, it has to be something that you have to be able to understand yourself as a Japanese person to be able to understand why Japanese people feel the way they do in order to see where there's a problem or where there's not a problem. And so I love Japan, don't get me wrong, but there are some bad things about it. If I had to put pros and cons on the scale, I prefer to be here more than I would in a Western country because it's easier to live. But that easier to live aspect is because there's not so much of what I'm used to that would cause my life to be difficult, right? Or to cause a lot of conflict in my life, right? I can avoid conflict here because people avoid conflict, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's good when I'm invested in a friend, invested in a girl, or invested in my job. Like that doesn't help, you know what I'm saying, with avoiding stress and problems and issues. But in America, yes, we have the communication. Yes, we have the ability to critically think and give our own personal opinion in depth. But that also means that there's a lot of I just don't want to because I just don't want to. Whereas in Japan, it's not I just don't want to. It's I don't know how to want to because this is just not what's normal. Anyway, that's another story, another conversation for another day. The mom and the grandmother was really understanding and considerate to what I was talking about, and I appreciated it the most. So we had some tea, I had some cheesecake with strawberries on it. It was really good. I mean, it's pretty expensive, but it was definitely worth the conversation. So I guess you kind of pay for the hospitality, in my opinion. It was a really good experience. I enjoyed it. I would definitely go back. I'm actually going back Saturday to see my friend because she'll actually be there. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And a lot of her mother's friends and grandmother are all trying to change their schedule to come the same time I'm coming because they all want to talk to me again. But anyway, a little bit about my background on Japanese culture. I've studied Japanese culture and language for about... Well, I studied the culture for about 15, 16 years, and then I've studied the language for about 9. So I've also been the international communication consultant at my university for about 4 years. I've been an international communication facilitator for my university and different organizations. I was the key chief for conflict resolution with the international department at my university. So I don't have to speak your language to know how to help you deal with issues, conflicts, and situations that take place between other foreigners and also people that are like you from the same country. I have great communication skills. I would consider myself a communication specialist. And I got the facts to prove it. So I did grad school with international communication, and my focus was in Japanese hospitality and tourism. So I also know a lot about the hospitality in Japan. I've worked in Guatemala in a hotel for hospitality. So I kind of know a lot about that too. America, obviously, born and raised there. So there's a lot of opportunities for learning how to better communicate in that aspect too. Off topic, going back to topic, this was a great experience, and it's nothing like talking to a bunch of Japanese people, telling them about culture, and we was talking about danjiri and a bunch of stuff, and they're just having a great time and experiencing the moment for what it is, like taking life as it comes, or where they say ichigo ichie, or you only live once, or taking life as it comes to you. One life, one chance, one opportunity, one chance. Like, you know, there's a bunch of ways to say that. Yeah. And obviously, I'm fluent in Japanese, if you don't know this by now. So obviously, this conversation is taking place in Japanese with the Japanese mother and grandmother. If you care about if I speak Japanese, I'm going to introduce myself really quickly. はじめまして、バランスくんです。アメリカ人です。地元はデトロイトで、育ちはデトロイトです。まあ、ちょっとニューヨークに住んだことあるのにけど、それともグアテマラも住んだことあるし、で、文化に対しては、俺のコミュニケーションのスキルは、だいたい大学で、15年間ちゃう ?15 年間ぐらい勉強しまして、で、そこからまあ、日本語のどうやってペラペラになってきたのか、まあ9年ぐらい勉強してて、もういいとこたちも日本人で、日本に留学して成長したな。それだけで。とりあえず、それで以上です。よろしくお願いします。So basically, that's my Jiko Shokai Japanese. So yes, like I said, I speak Japanese. I'm fluent. I don't play no games when it comes to Japanese. I give it to you straight. I teach Japanese too. So if you care to learn Japanese, feel free to email me, message me, reach out to me, and I will teach you private lessons that will accelerate your Japanese faster than any other lessons you could take possible. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. Go to OG Channel, Bachan, old school restaurant, and just talk. Get your Japanese skills up. They're very sociable. They probably really want to see you. And I'm saying this for Kansai area because I wouldn't say the same thing in Kanto. Beth, if you in Kansai, go to these old people's shops. They love you. Anyway, it's Matcha Guy, a.k.a. Balance Kun, every day, all day, dodge bullets. Hope y'all learn that shit. Keep that shit. Remember that shit. Do that shit. Y'all got this shit.